A superb spell of bowling from Chamida Vaas meant that Northamptonshire finished the first day of their top of the second division table LV County Championship clash with Middlesex at Lords in the ascendancy. Play didn't get underway until after lunch because of rain in this crucial match between the leaders Northamptonshire and second place Middlesex. Andrew Hall won the toss and inserted, and Sam Robson and Scott Newman steadily opened up with a stand of 22 in the first 7.5 overs. Robson survived that edge but had less fortune when Luke Evans, in his first championship match of the summer in place of the injured Jack Brooks, snared him down the leg side after he'd made 13. Middlesex soon put that luckless dismissal behind them as Chris Rogers and Newman set about the visiting attack with relish. Newman may not have had his best ever season, but he's just finding his best form at the moment, and he certainly looked in good form here, in spite of having to bat in stop-start conditions, which had seen the players leave the field again after less than an hour, not to return until after the scheduled tea break. This shot took Newman to just his second half century of the summer, and both have come in recent times. That was his 8th boundary in a solid knock, which had thus far occupied 70 deliveries. Middlesex came into this match just 5 points behind their opponents and with a game in hand, and they looked to be the more confident of the two teams, with Newman in particular batting so well. This was the pick of his shots, a perfect pick-up stroke off Evans that flew all the way for 6. Newman was dominating the scoring and had made 75 of the 123 runs on the board when he took on Alex Wakely in the covers and was beaten by a terrific throw which just removed one bail, with Newman a fraction out of his ground. It turned out to be a vital bit of fielding because Northamptonshire were looking second best up until that point. Rogers kept going at one end, but wickets then began to fall at the other when Vaas replaced Evans at the nursery end. His first wicket in a match-turning burst was that of David Malan, who was legged before to the former Sri Lankan international for 1. Rogers should have quickly followed. He tried to turn James Middlebrook to leg but missed, only to see Niall O'Brien fumble the ball with Rogers stranded out of his crease. That might have affected other teams, but Vaas was by now on fire. He bowled a delivery across Neil Dexter to find the edge to see the back of the Middlesex captain for 10. And 2 balls later, he also searched out the edge of Jamie Dalrymple's bat, O'Brien taking a stunning one-handed catch to quickly make up for his earlier error. Middlesex had slipped from 123 for 1 to 152 for 5 since Newman's run-out. Rogers looked very determined to make the most of his let-off, however, and he prevented Vaas from making any more inroads by turning him to fine leg to reach his 50 from his 81st ball. His wicket was now the big one, especially as he was now timing the ball exceptionally well, emphasised by this delightful flick through mid-wicket for 4. Middlesex desperately needed to see out the day with no more losses. John Simpson would have had his heart in his mouth when Middlebrook and the close-in fielders were convinced that he'd nicked this ball behind. That wasn't given, but Northamptonshire were rewarded instead with the wicket of Rogers 4 overs before the close, when he dragged the ball from Hall back onto his stumps to go for 67. Toby Roland-Jones, in only his 4th LV County Championship match of the summer, ensured that no more wickets were lost, and he added 13 more runs with Simpson to take Middlesex to 198 for 6 at stumps. Overall, 39 overs were lost in the day, but with Middlesex scoring at 3.5 runs per over while losing 6 wickets, the game has moved on nicely. The second day will be the important one, when both sides will hope to really grab the initiative. For both counties, it will be one of the more significant days of the season.